All right. Welcome back to the M25 show. My name's Albert.
I'm Elissa.
And Eddie sends the best regards.
It's
stuck in traffic somewhere.
Yes.
How you doing, Alberto?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
Oh, look at how cute. I just noticed
You just
our
noticed
logo. Our logo.
special Valentine's Day
Yes.
episode. I left it up there. I just want to see if somebody else notices.
Oh, sorry. I kind of blew the surprise in. If anybody's
I know.
listening, I'm surprised.
I think he might also be in transit, so he's not watching yet. But
Yeah.
when he appears in the comment section, we'll find
Right.
out quick.
Right.
I got 3 varieties. I don't know if you want to vote. We got this one, a little bit darker, but you can't really see the hearts.
Oh, yeah. You can barely see the hearts.
And I got this one right here.
Oh, I think I like that one or the first one. Yeah.
There.
That one I noticed right away.
Here, listen, we'll
Rotate them.
We'll have flashbacks for your eye doctor last week.
I know.
Number 1 or number 2?
Yeah.
Number 1 or number 2?
I always feel like it's funny. I always feel like I fail those tests because I'm like, wait, is he asking me like, am I supposed to say that this is better or the other one's better? I don't even know.
I think it's just it's just your perception.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't think this one made to fail. I don't think he's testing you. I think he just wants to know which one's best.
I know.
So you
But I always feel like there has to be a right or a wrong answer.
The doctor says, "Get out of here."
Yeah, and then the thing that like the lens flips this way, and then it starts to flip. It flips up.
Up and down,
top
and
to
then
bottom, and then side to side. And I'm like, am I saying the right answer like every time? Am I totally off? Is he going back and saying this? Putting the same lens, and I'm giving a different answer.
We need some eye doctors to come in, tell us exactly what's going on.
Exactly. What are you guys looking for? Like, I don't know if 1 or 2 is better. I don't know if this one or that one.
I'm out to. They look about the same.
Exactly. I'm like, wait, they look the same.
And then which one's better?
Yeah.
I guess number 2. I guess.
Right. Let me blink. He's like, okay, well, close your eyes and now open them again and try. I'm like, oh. Then I always feel like I'm like my prescription is so off. Because like what I was saying with these new contacts, like even the reading, I like force of habit. I turn my head and I'm like trying to read, but when I try to read like small print, that's close, like my phone and stuff, I'm struggling. I'm thinking like, do I not have the right prescription for the reading part?
I don't know.
know.
Even with these, I got these progressives, I think last year, and even when I'm trying to read, sometimes it still comes out blurry. So
yeah.
Then I'm wondering, did I do it right or?
It's always that way. I'm like, ugh. Did I mess up my prescription? Did I, just spend, $300 on glasses for things that aren't going to work? I don't know.
Yeah. You just go back to your old glasses.
Right.
The worst is like when you get like almost like a different style, maybe they're bigger or smaller or something, and then you get that for like the first few days, you get that sensation of,
you're walking on air. That's how I feel.
Something like that. Like everything, it's like a funhouse mirror. Like everything's a little off, especially on the sides.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like I have sunglasses in the car in the prescription, and when I put them on, something that just feels a little bit off for like a few seconds. I've had them for years now, so. Yeah,
me too. Me too. Like I have the same. I have prescription sunglasses, but it's funny because when I put my prescription sunglasses, I feel like I see better.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, but that's the same prescription. Yeah, the lenses are bigger than my regular lens, but I'm like, I feel like I see better with my sunglasses on.
Bigger, flatter, or they have a curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. My prescription is so high. It's, I have to pay extra for the ultra lens or whatever it's called. So they're not so thick. I forgot what they're called. That's what my daughter says. There's some kind of, I have to get like a special lens so that the lenses aren't so thick.
I don't know. I know I paid extra for like non-glaring or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
because my doctor says I have astigmatism, a little bit of it. So that's something when I'm driving it kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the lights are all.
You know, okay, this is a funny thing. So in my car I have my sunglasses, and then I have these other glasses that are like, they kind of like have a yellow tint to them.
Yeah.
The lenses themselves, and they go on top of your regular glasses. So at night when you're reading, when you're driving, you put those on and it minimizes that firework star effect of the other cars. Have I used it? No, because I haven't really drove at night, because when I come home from work it's still semi daylight,
Yeah.
So I haven't really tested them.
Well, I know they have those yellow glasses. They're called fog glasses, and it's supposed to you put them on in the fog, especially at night. And oops,
that was Eddie.
That's Eddie.
Yeah, he texted our group.
Okay, what's saying?
He's stuck in traffic. Single lane on Whittier Boulevard. Join as soon as I get home.
Tell him okay.
I did. Okay. I didn't. Oh, you know what? I'm like, why is my phone ringing? I didn't put my watch on. Okay, I just put it on silent. So Eddie will join us in a little bit.
Hold on, let me see if I can send him the link.
Oh, okay. Well, you do that. I can do our Supernaturals.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So Supernaturals is one of our sponsors here for the M25 show. We're very grateful that they like to sponsor us, and we're more than happy to promote them. So Supernaturals, if you can join them, or if you can go to their website, it's Supernaturals with a Z at the end instead of an S, .us. They have beauty products and anything that you can think of. They've revamped their website. They revamped their products. They've got crystals. They've like incorporated quartz crystals into their products, because for them at Supernaturals, they believe beauty is more than skin deep. It's energetic, radiant, and rooted in ritual. They create crystal infused skincare designed to elevate your self-care routine and connect you to your highest self. Each of their products is carefully crafted with clean, high-performance ingredients and the energetic power of quartz crystals, known for their ability to clear negativity, uplift your mood, and promote inner balance. From their nourishing body wash to their hydrating face mist and glow-inducing body oil, every formula is a fusion of skincare science and spiritual intention. So if you can go ahead and visit them at Supernaturals with a Z.us, check out their products. I liked their products. I like their products. I haven't been able to try the crystal ones yet. I'm looking forward to it. But go on there, check them out, and support them because they support us.
All right. You're getting very good at that.
Practice makes perfect.
I sent the link to Eddie. I'm turning on your phone, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to do it.
Yeah. He won't. He's like, I'm driving. Oh, Cynthia says good morning.
Oh, hi, Cynthia. I forgot. I think I saw the comment just before you started your
my promo.
Your promo. So yeah, Cynthia's joining us. Eddie will join us soon.
Yes.
To say he texted me back. Let's see what he says. Not while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you're not driving at all. You're just sitting in your car.
Right. Well, you're texting and driving.
Yeah. Might as well. I've thought of doing that.
A little video. Just add a little video to it.
We got to buy Eddie one of those.
Do it.
We'll buy Eddie one of those. Have you seen all those commercials? The car mount, the magnetic car holder.
Oh, yes.
He can just join us there.
Right.
Eddie on the street.
Yep.
I don't know.
On location.
So I guess, what did I go to work? Tuesday. We had a power outage.
Oh.
And I get home like late, almost 10 o'clock. So it's dark. and I haven't turned it on in a while, but right here,
Mhm.
we got that LED sign Steve gave me for Christmas a couple
Oh
years ago.
yeah.
So I come up to, if I'm looking straight at my window, and my door's right here. So
Okay.
I'm coming home, and I guess when the power goes off, when it comes back on, that thing turns on by itself
Oh.
at its brightest. So I'm coming up and scary. Just you see like this mostly pink light coming from your window.
Window, you're like, what is that?
Like, I mean, oh man, this thing. So I guess people walking by my window during the day saw a live on air sign.
Like, he's doing his podcast like all day long,
Now, that guy's on air all the time.
right?
But no,
That's funny.
my microwave. I don't know. Do you know if you came home and like the power had been out? Do you know that it would have been out, or you have no?
I would know because again, like you said, the microwave is that the clock's off in the microwave. The stove clock needs to be resynced with the Wi-Fi.
No.
And maybe my weather center, like the one that Steve has, that little display, that clock would be off. But other than that, no, I don't think I would know. Just the clocks. That would be the only thing I would really know. And
it seems nowadays, I mean, power goes out, you got a bunch of work after. Back in the old days, you had the old analog clocks.
Right.
Maybe your VCR would be flashing, the 12.
Yeah. But that was always always flashing 12 because no one ever knew how to set the clock. Yeah, but now because I have solar panels and we have the batteries with the company that starts with a T, like the car.
Well, I remember that happened, I think, a couple shows ago. Before the show, we're talking, and then all of a sudden your lights flickered.
Yeah.
But I guess they had been out, but you didn't notice.
Right, I didn't notice, and it's kind of nice because we have it set to where we are on that we use the battery from 4 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night. So during peak time is when we use our batteries to save on electricity, and during the day we use just the regular electricity, and the solar panels will charge the batteries during the day.
Yeah.
So it helps.
You don't do that thing when you make enough electricity with solar panels that you sell it back to the company?
They don't do that anymore.
Oh, they don't do that? Oh,
they don't do that. That program doesn't exist anymore. And a lot of people think that, oh, I'm going to get solar panels. But so many people are now getting solar panels that unless you got them, like we barely made the cutoff to where you get the lower rate, I guess you want to say. Now it's just like so many people are having solar panels that they don't have. Sometimes it's not worth it, if that makes sense. It's not worth getting the solar panels. No. Because now even new buildings, we have an apartment building that's getting built next door to us at work, and they're required to have solar panels. Every new building, I believe in California, if you build a new house or if you build a new office building, it has to have solar panels, and everything has to be electric. There's no gas heaters, there's no gas stove, everything has to be electric when it's brand new.
Yeah, that sounds like California, all right.
Yep. So it's it kind of, in a way for us it's good because they say they might be bringing that buyback program
or sell back, I guess.
Yeah, sell back or whatever. Yeah, they buy back or whatever. We sell it. Sell it back.
Nah, the electric companies have money to make, and they give a lot to politicians. That's not coming back.
Yeah. So
to people listening, I guess Eddie has made it home safely. His computer is working on hooking up to the internet, so
he'll be here in about a half hour.
He'll be joining us shortly. Let's see. You can't see him. I can see him. The little white square. So.
Oh, okay. He's in the green room.
He's in the green room. Yeah.
Okay.
There he is. Let's bring him up for all the people watching.
There
Hello,
he
Eddie.
is.
Good morning. I made it.
Good morning. Yay.
Eddie, we were saying you didn't want to join us while driving, but you were able to text us while driving. Can you explain yourself?
Well, I was texting while I was stopped.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I figured you were stopped the whole time. You were just one lane.
But yeah, I stopped. So
What happened? Anyway, accident, road work.
I don't know whether it's over by that. No, road work. You know how they put the cones and then there's like three city trucks and it's like
and 10 guys standing around.
Like
yeah, I was gonna say 20 guys standing there.
Yeah, 10 guys standing around doing nothing.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So,
I hear don't share Eddie's and
there's the high school there.
Opinion. I think our Caltrans workers are hard workers. Don't tear up my street, please.
I'm gonna tell you, my main street has been under construction. I kid you not, for about 4 years. If it's not one part of it, it's another part. I don't know. And you know what they did on mine? Yeah, probably. They widen our street, but they did it backwards. It's like they widen it, but they didn't move the telephone poles.
Oh man!
So now they have like these barricades where the telephone poles are in the street because they haven't been moved yet. I'm like, why didn't they move those first and then widen the street?
Yeah.
It was just
so you got a new lane, but it's all barricaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm like,
wow.
What was the point of that? And then I feel bad for the people.
And the frustrating thing is,
it's all traffic. It's like, and then the people that their street that they live on connects with the main street no longer connects with the main street. They turn their streets into cul-de-sacs. So when you used to be able to just turn and go into your street, now you have to go all the way around and come out to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you have to go in more into the neighborhood to come out and then come back. And I mean, I get it. It stops the traffic from stopping and people turning into those streets.
Using your street as a exit route or
exactly.
Or what is it, like a release valve? Then you got people, tearing down your street.
Yep. So it's just,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
because I know some people
just frustrating. Yeah, most of them are standing around.
There was a city here. I think some people wanted that to happen. They wanted their street to be turned into a cul-de-sac. They were going to build, I think, a grocery store in this like old shopping center. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. And like even like with the freeways. I mean, we have the freeway over here. The 55 is being worked on, and it amazes me, like when, especially with freeways, when they widen the freeway, I'm like, where did all that land come from? How did they widen it? Yeah. Because before, I remember it was like there wasn't that much land. Like, how did you do that? It's just weird. I know they get rid of businesses and stuff, but it's just to see that, like being as old as me, remembering how it was before, and then to see it when it's all done, it's like, where did all that come from?
You think back, there's Jack in the Box there, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
I know when they did the 5 freeway from Orange County down to the 605, it took forever, and they had to close down a lot of businesses and some roads that were easy to get to. I mean,
like by Norwalk, right?
Through
like
Norwalk,
Lamarada,
whatever. Right off the edge of Lamarada.
Yeah.
It took forever.
But they had to knock down bridges and rebuild them.
Yeah. I remember
the one bridge. You go on these bridges and you're going straight, and then you got to make a curve because they built a new bridge to the side of the old bridge.
Right.
And then they knocked down the old bridge.
Yeah, I remember.
Or they have to shut down the street. They did a couple of those streets. They just shut down the whole street and build like a straight bridge. You don't notice it.
Yeah, like the freeway has changed so much. I remember because my grandma my grandma lived in Placentia and we lived in Fullerton, so we used to always take 57 to the 91.
Yeah.
Like, and as a kid, I remember we used to just take it just down that little curve, and then they started building up, and they built like the big tall bridge, and it's like it's just so weird to see how it's changed. And then even like over like the 91 going into the 5, that all changed. You know, you used to get off the freeway and go a different way, and now it's just weird. It's interesting on how, when you're old, you get to see all these different changes.
Well, I saw them when they were building the 105, so that was.
Oh yeah.
Remember the tearing down huge apartment complexes and and even now I guess they're after when did it open, like late 90s, like almost 30 years old, and they're already they got to expand it to more.
Yeah.
Too many people,
I remember I was
cars.
So excited.
Was that it?
Everybody has too many cars.
Yeah. And I was excited because I was like, oh, that's like an easy way to LAX. That's how I thought of it. Easy way to LAX.
Straight shot.
Yeah, straight shot.
Straight shot to the LAX.
Yeah, no more having to take the 405 or 605 and
91 and
yeah.
Or just do it the way my dad did. Just drive down Imperial. He never liked driving. He never did drive the freeway. So.
Oh, okay.
We would drive. When my brother would come in, just drive down Imperial through all the nice parts of the city.
That was my dad too. He would go down all the way down Imperial to the airport too.
Oh, funny.
And then when I started driving, I was like, why didn't you just take the freeway?
Some people just don't like the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
When I was learning to drive, I go, can I really drive the freeway? And now I do it with ease.
Yes.
I think it's easier, no?
Oh yeah.
It's easier. It's faster.
It's faster.
You know,
you don't have all the signals.
It's supposedly safer because you don't have any cross traffic. You're all going the same way. You just gotta know how to merge.
Know how to merge and stop and
a lot of people, like my coworker, she doesn't drive the freeway, and she can't even sometimes she can't even be like a passenger in the freeway because she gets anxiety because she says it's too fast. The cars go too fast, and I'm like, but that's the fun part.
That's the fun part. Yeah, I get to go a little faster.
Oh, just throw her in the back seat.
Yeah.
What is that thing? Bird boxing? Just put a blindfold her.
Right.
We'll be there in half an hour. Don't worry.
Yeah. So it's just. But.
Remember before the navigation and all that stuff, you miss your turn off on the freeway and you'd wind up God knows where.
Yeah.
You really back those days. I mean, people now, young people now don't understand.
Right.
You had to be, because I would do a lot of navigating when I didn't drive. So I'd be looking at the freeway and I go, okay, what streets am I looking for? Because I got to tell, start moving, get out of the fast lane.
Yeah, and I used to love my Thomas guide. I loved my Thomas guide. I had one underneath my seat, my driver's seat, underneath there. So I always had it with me. I remember one year my brother goes, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" Mom, I want a new Thomas guide. Sure, that was it. I got a new Thomas guide. It was, I want to say, 2002. Was it 2002?
Probably the last one ever made.
Yeah, probably. And
if you still have it, I mean, that might be a collector's item.
Yeah, no, was like long gone. I don't know. It might be in my mom's garage somewhere. But I remember, I was like, and people would be like, oh, just turn. And I hate when people give me directions. I'm not a person to follow somebody else's directions. I'm like, and even back then, just give me the address and I'll find it. Oh, okay. You know, and there I am, my little Thomas guide looking and blah, blah, blah. And,
just give me the main cross streets. Find it.
I'll find it.
Pull into the gas station and ask the attendant.
And so when you turn here, you know, when you see the McDonald's turn, I'm like, am I going north? Because I'm am I a north, south, east? What direction am I going? Oh, well, just make a left on this street. Okay, is that north? Is that south? And
the other people don't know.
Yeah, and they don't know.
Yeah, just drive and once you pass the third tree, the third tree, make a left.
Once you get to McDonald's and then there's 2 trees after that, turn on that street. Okay.
Crazy.
When you're driving the street, you see a dog tied to a tree, make a right there. I'm bad at that because I've given a lot of people those kind of directions, like turn right, and I will mess up. Like if I say turn right, I'll say turn left. I almost have to use my hands as I'm visualizing.
Yes.
Turn right. I have to do that.
Yeah, I have to do that too. Like I have to pretend like I'm driving. I'm like, hey, you're gonna make a left and then you're gonna make a right. Because when I give people directions, I know a lot of people aren't like me. You know, you're gonna go south on Bristol, or you're gonna go, you know, and then you're gonna go west, and then they don't understand that. They're like, what? I'm like, okay, so just go down Bristol and then make a right, you know. They're like, oh, okay. And then, you know, and then when you tell them, oh, it's on the south-north corner of the street, or not south-north, but like southeast. I know there's no south-north. Southeast corner. They're like, what? I'm like, diagonal from this one. Oh, okay. So.
You okay there, Eddie?
The good old days.
Yeah.
Just tired. Just got home. Haven't had time to unwind.
You didn't do your yoga?
Crack your beer open yet?
Yoga?
No, I haven't cracked the beer open yet. I'm off tonight, so it's enjoyable.
Be careful. You're in Eddie's neighborhood. He's gonna be wild.
Nah, I'm a good drinker.
Yeah, somebody has arrived.
He likes to go down south. The ladies call me Southside Steve.
Unbelievable.
Focus on yourself right now, Steve.
Right?
Southside.
Right?
Be careful. There's another guy known as Southside Steve. I get a lawsuit.
Funny.
So we didn't get to this last week, but what do you guys think of that story? Jealous girlfriend allegedly threw a 25-pound weight at her romantic rival.
That's crazy. Okay, so I mean, I read it, but I read it last week.
Yeah.
It was the new girlfriend, right?
So I mean, I just noticed on the headline that I guess it's the girlfriend who did it. So I guess she thought the other woman was getting in on her man.
Oh, like the man was cheating on her, maybe, and she threw the weight.
Either, I mean, it wasn't in the story. Nothing I've read says that he was cheating or anything was going on.
Right.
Either that she just thought.
She's crazy.
She should have threw the weight at the guy, man.
Right? That's what I always think.
Girl.
I'm like,
well, if you know he's cheating, but I mean, if nothing's going on, that's.
If it's in your head, if you're imagining that he's cheating and you go and you throw this weight at a lady, it's like, dude, you are crazy.
We've done those stories. Like the woman, remember, I think she had a dream that her man was cheating on her and she woke up and started stabbing him or stuff. What is it about women, though, Elissa? I told Eddie this last week. We need your perspective. What is it about women? I
don't know. Well, women are crazy. Latinas are crazy. She must have been some kind of a Latina, because we are insane.
Adeline Martinez. So
yeah, there you go.
and 24 years old. So
yeah. So a lot of them, they were known for being hot-headed, and we go from 0 to 60 real quick, and da 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 da. But me personally, the older I get, the more relaxed I am, the more But even back then, to go after somebody who is technically innocent, maybe not knowing, like even if he was cheating, okay, say he's cheating with her and the girlfriend sees her at the gym and throws the weight at her. Okay, well, that girl may not even know you exist.
Yeah.
And so I have always thought, like, why are you getting mad at the girl? Why are you getting mad at the side chick when she technically probably doesn't even know you exist? He's been lying to her just like he's been lying to you. Go after him. Yeah. And I think that's what, like, some women do. I mean, there's the Latinas and, you know, even other races, they go after the man instead of the woman, because you have to think, like, he's lying to me, so he's probably lying to her, saying that, you know, he's not in a relationship or he's not married and he's not this. And it's like, the women go after the wrong person. You need to go after the man, not the woman.
Well, I think I mentioned this last week to Eddie. It's like when I would watch Cheaters, you know, remember the TV show Cheaters?
Yes.
And even like, you know, so there's an investigation. The woman being cheated on knows who's happened, you know, who's the other woman. And, you know, she would, you know, they would be showing her the video before the confrontation. And, you know, she goes, well, I don't know her. I don't know who she is. But, you know, as soon as the confrontation happened, the woman, not always, but like vast majority of the time, would attack the other woman. Mm-hmm. And not, you know, not maybe yell at the man a couple of things, but, you know, her anger was at the other woman. And I just don't know. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't either. And the only way I would attack the woman is if she knew. Yeah. Like, she knew he was married. She knew I existed. Then that, but you don't know that. Yeah. I mean, you know, if it's your coworker or your, or like a cousin or something, you know, someone that knows both of you, or a friend that knows that knows the guy belongs to you, you know, okay, that's understandable. Exactly. Like, it's always, you say, like, a lot of the times I would just see, you know, the one guy with the glasses would be like, do you know her? It's like, oh, I've never seen her before. But, you know, as soon, you know, in the, at the restaurant, wherever they met the little confrontation, always, she would go after the other woman and yell at her. And then her and her man would go home after that. Yeah. And she'd be like, we're going to work it out. And it's like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. Yep. Like, it's all the other woman's fault for, you know, looking good, being, you know, being nice, being maybe a better person than you are, you know, mean something that the man was attracted to. There was something, you know, there's that saying that if, oh my gosh, how does it go exactly? If you love two people, always go for the second person, because if you really love the first one, you would never be looking for the second. Yeah. So it's, you know, that's good advice there. That actually makes sense. Well, I mean, not really good. I mean, because you're going to break the heart of the first person. Right. But. Right. But it's like, you know, if you're not satisfied with the first person and you're looking for another person, then leave the first person so that you can find what you're looking for, because obviously you're not happy and that person's not your person. So this lady here was in Texas, I guess, like, what was her mindset? Like, was she trying to injure, like, smash the rival's face so her man wouldn't be looking at her, or what? Yeah, like, where did she hit? Did it say where she hit her? I don't remember. I don't think they made contact. I think she chucked. I think it's just right here. In her vicinity. She chucked it at her head. But I don't think there's nothing in the story that contact was made. So. Wow. It's an assault charge. Yeah. Yeah, assault with a deadly weapon. Was she like, you know, I'll smash her face, and then like, my boyfriend won't want to be around her. How crazy she is. Obviously, she was trying to hurt her. You know, and thankfully, hopefully, maybe the weight was just too heavy to make it to where she wanted it to go. But yeah, women are crazy. It's like, don't mess with my man. Don't mess with my kids. Don't mess with my man kind of mentality. And especially if you
think that they're messing with your man. It's like, no, you're not ruining my life, kind of thing. But yet you're going to ruin your own life by throwing a weight at this lady and get arrested.
It's a certain
Because I think it goes both. Because there's men that are like really possessive and jealous, like, or you can't even talk to their woman because it's I guess it goes both ways.
But unfortunately, in a lot of those situations, it's the woman that takes the brunt, and that's. I'm not saying that the other guys, should be attacked or anything, but there's something especially wrong if you're that possessive,
right? And a lot of that, like that controlling and that, I'm gonna, you can't go to the store by yourself. I'm gonna go with you. Yeah, don't talk to somebody. Yeah. What took you so long? You said you were going to the store. You're 5 minutes late. Blah blah blah. A lot of that is that person's own insecurities and own drama they have within themselves. Has nothing to do with.
I can't have you, no one
person. Exactly.
Not even that. It's if you won't have me, you can't have anybody else.
Right.
It's all about the person doing the controlling.
Yeah, you're mine and nobody else's. And that's
toxic.
Yep.
Toxic.
Yep. I'm gonna treat you like shit, and I'm gonna do all this other stuff, but you're not gonna leave me, and you're not gonna be with anybody else. It's so bad.
Yep. That sucks.
And that's when you get those shows like Snapped.
The murders.
40 hours, exactly.
The first 48.
Yep. So, I mean, it's just, trust is a hard thing to have, especially if you've had it broken in the past, to build that trust again, because a lot of women we call them history fighters. We always bring up the past. When we fight, we bring up the past. You remember this day, and you remember you said this, and you remember, and you remember. And
it's true you guys hold on to stuff just to bring it up in the past.
Yeah.
Or
women don't forget.
Women don't forget.
Yep, we don't forget.
Women don't forget.
They say that you can do 20 good things and do one bad thing, and you do that one bad thing and those 20 things are forgotten.
Yeah, that's the thing they remember.
Yep, that's the thing we remember. When women fight.
Yeah, we got a comment here from at the M25 show. We all know who that is. For when women fight over me, it's instant plump organ with a picture of an eggplant, rolling around on the ground, pulling hair, panties sticking out, getting all sweaty.
You forgot the baby oil.
The only thing is when women fight over Steve, it's the loser who takes them.
Yeah.
That's how his wife got ended up with him. Hello, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
He's a consolation prize.
Yes.
He's more of a punishment.
How funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's I always tell people too, especially like sometimes I have friends and stuff or family members, especially like the young ones, who are in a relationship, or they're just getting out of a relationship, or they're in a relationship and it's on the outs,
on the rocks,
and on the rocks. And I'm like, what? I always give them this advice: you had a life and you lived before them. You will have a life and you will live after them. They're just not your person right now. If you're having all these problems with them, or if you're having, doubts, or you're fighting a lot, and you're this and that, and you have all this, turmoil, toxation in your relationship, then they're not your person. You shouldn't be having to worry about what they're doing when they're not with you. Right. And it's just, I try to teach people that, especially like my nieces and stuff, you lived before them and you lived after them. It's going to hurt you now, but you're going to survive. It's not the end of the world. You're still young. And right now, this is your experimental stage. Go out there and see how people are and see how other people act, and I always tell them too, like, you don't really know a person in a relationship or you don't know the person you're in a relationship with until you have your first fight.
Yeah.
And once you have your first fight, that tells you right there how the rest of your relationship is going to go. If you have your first fight and already they're like yelling at you and they're throwing stuff and they're like, oh, nope, I don't want this. You learn a lot at people when they're mad. If they're pretty level-headed and they're okay, well, we need to talk this out. We have this disagreement. We have this, we have that. There's no reason for the yelling. There's no reason for the throwing. That's not going to solve anything. But,
just escalate.
Yeah. And then it becomes more physical and more toxic, and then especially if they sit there and they're like, oh, I'm done. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm done. The relationship's over. I'm done. Then that turns into, like, when you're married, that's I want a divorce. They're going to be throwing that out all the time. You don't want a relationship like that. So.
Yeah. Things get combative and it's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be a strong woman like me and don't put up with nothing.
Don't take shit.
Take no shit, huh?
Don't take no nothing.
Your boyfriend's like, how do I get out of this? Why did I move her into my house?
No, believe me, I've been through a lot. I've been that girl that like gets pissed off and leaves and don't talk to me and blah blah blah. I've been that girl, but I've learned.
You hit the gym and throw a 25-pound weight at them.
No, because I used to be one where, like, I would just shut down. Don't talk to me. I don't want nothing. Just, I'm leaving. Let me go. Blah blah blah. And I've done that. I've left. I've walked home before. I don't give. 2:00 in the morning, and I've left, and I walked home. But you learn. You learn from experiences. It's like, who am I hurting by leaving and putting myself in danger by walking home? Who am I hurting? Myself.
Yep.
So yourself. It's like, it's like that's just things that you have to think about. It's like, he don't care. He don't care. I'm out in the street walking. Why am I doing that to myself?
Yeah.
I'm really teaching him a lesson. But,
or you're thinking in your mind, he's probably at home worrying and.
Yeah, exactly, and he's probably asleep.
Yeah. you're like,
okay, she left. I'm going to sleep. Yeah.
Something bad's going to happen to me. He's going to be really sorry.
Yep.
He's like, I'll text her in the morning.
Right. Or you think too, like, oh, he's going to come follow me. He's going to try to come get me. And no. 9 times out of 10, no.
For the first time he listened to you, he said, leave me alone. So like, okay, I'll just leave you alone.
Okay. Leave you alone. Yeah.
David Doings in the chat room. Good morning, David.
Good morning, David.
Well, speaking about divorce, bring this up. This is always like every once in a while going around the internet. We got this image that says divorce rate. So let's see here, and everybody kind of knows this, like men and women, like 49% of marriages end in divorce. But they go men and men, 29% end in divorce. But when you look at the women, so I mean, and the internet thing is always, maybe it's not the men's fault about divorce,
right?
And I mean, you look at this picture. I mean, you already got one of the lesbians not really happy.
Yep.
I'm sure you can't see my mouse, but I'm.
Yeah, I see it.
So, what do you guys think about that?
Well, my first thing is, like I said, women are crazy, and when you have 72%, wow. When you have 2 women, you have 2, for the most part, 2 women, crazy women. I always thought too in the past that women and women together would last longer because women, you know each other, you know what you want, you know, especially in the sex area, you know where everything's at, you know how to get her there.
Women are supposed to communicate more than men. Men just go for it.
Yes, but also women tend to get heated and tend to yell more than men. The little catty, type stuff.
They escalate things.
Yes. So I think, women and women sometimes don't well, they don't know how to fight, I guess you could say. They don't know how to argue, they don't know how to fight, they don't know how to
well, as you said before, they build it up and then you get the mega
hold
fight.
on to it. And they hold on to it because men normally when they fight, they say what they're going to say and it's done and then they move on. Women fight, like I said, we're history fighters. We fight, we say what we're going to say, and we still hold on to it. Myself, I'm stubborn. I can go days without talking to you. I don't give a shit. I'm mad at you. I'm not going to talk to you. But then sometimes I sit there and go, why am I holding a grudge? Who's that hurting? Not the person I'm holding a grudge against. I mean, everybody still has things that they need to work on. But a lot of women, we hold on to everything. Men, and I think that's why probably men divorce rate is so low because, if you fight, it's over. And then 5 minutes later, you guys are fine. Women, how many times have you heard of a woman like mad at her husband and hasn't talked to him for days all the time, and men sometimes men have to like suck it up and say sorry for something they didn't even do. That's in the woman's mind, like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Eddie's raising his hand.
Yeah.
Eddie's the king of fake apologies.
Right. So when you have two of those in a relationship, who's the one that's going to suck it up and say sorry?
Well, they say usually in heterosexual marriages, it's always the woman who initiates the divorce that becomes dissatisfied quickly and is willing to leave, and then you multiply that, you're gonna it's gonna raise the rates. But let me bring it up again because I went looking for research, and basically the numbers are kind of skewed because what they're doing is they're combining all the same sex by themselves. So like you can almost see the numbers. Those two numbers almost make 100. So they're not comparing every marriage,
right?
But here it said one of the lesbian couples have higher divorce rates compared to gay male and heterosexual, influenced by emotional expectations and societal pressures. Lesbian couples are more likely to have children, facing parenting challenges that can strain their relationships. And like I said before, women always initiate. So if you got two women and it's there's pressure or dissatisfaction, there might be one to leave quicker.
Well, I think it's so much easier to get divorced nowadays. Like before, like back in the days, people just didn't get divorced no matter what. It was a
more
lifetime commitment. It was more
especially with children.
And it was more religious. I mean, you got married in the church. It was more of a religious thing. It's only, I don't know how many years, but it's become more political, financial. You got people who sometimes they get married for insurance.
Well, then you have like the heterosexual marriages where they have children, and when they get divorced, they're not very good at co-parenting. So they would rather, instead of doing all the custody battle and the fighting and the continuing over the kids, a lot of couples just stay together. Where like women, if they have children, they're more likely to co-parent better. So they would rather just get out of the relationship and think that this is better for the kids than living in a toxic environment. We can share custody. We can do okay with being co-parents. So I think that has a lot to do with the rate as well.
I think also nowadays, I think more people are aware, because I think when I look at my parents and how they divorced, that it was toxic. I mean, the marriage seemed much calmer than the aftermath.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, really, as I think we're all Gen Xers, and I think it was our parents who really started divorcing, and and really in the beginning, I think for our generation, they didn't really care, didn't understand, so I think a lot of us grew up with, our parents divorced, with fighting and pitting us against each other, against them, and as generations grew up, they finally figured out that was not really a good thing. So now, like when parents divorce, they're more civil, at least with the children. They come up with a plan. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. It's not like we're divorcing and you do this, you do that. Because I think there's a whole generation kind of grew up, and you hear a lot of these children who go no contact with the parents, and a lot of those that first generation of children of divorced parents really got it kind of hard. So and I guess now, like I said, there's more resources, there's probably more counseling and stuff available. So people now think it's easier to divorce, and it won't be as hard on the kids. We have tools now to make it easier on them, but I think it still kind of hurts the kids in a way. Not as bad as before.
Yeah,
of course.
Then you have those kids who take advantage of it, and they're like, "Ooh, look I got 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays, this, do that."
I think there's a kids now.
The parents against each other, like, "Oh, well, my mom said I could do this, and my mom said I could do that."
See, I had the reverse, and people now tell me, "Oh, I bet you had 2 Christmases." Like, sometimes I had one, most of the time I had none. Because both of them would be looking at each other. Well, why isn't your dad doing something? Why isn't your mom doing something?
Yep.
That was my divorce.
Your experience.
I was fortunate to grow up with 2 parents, my mom and dad, until my mom passed away. But I remember them fighting and stuff, but never.
Yeah, and then there's me. My parents divorced when I was 4, and because my dad was in the service, he was always here, there, and everywhere. And my mom was, we lived with my mom, and even as a kid, I don't remember them fighting. I don't remember anything. I remember growing up, they were civil. I have my stepdad who was with me since I was 5. So I kind of, did have that mom and dad growing up, but, he was my stepdad, basically my dad, because he's the one that taught me everything. And, and I still had my dad. He just lived in a different state. So we didn't have that, the custody battle, the fighting, the this, the that I remember as a kid. And, they could have been fighting and I just didn't know it, or I don't remember it, or it's a memory I put, back. But, fortunately I was, one of the lucky ones, I guess. And, unfortunately my dad passed away when I was 18. So as an adult, I didn't get to have that relationship with him as an adult. My mom's still here. My stepdad has passed away. So, it's just me and my mom, but I don't remember going through any of that. It was hard growing up as my mom, a single parent, and, my stepdad was there, but in the beginning, it was like always, in the beginning, I remember her and still to this day, very budget wise, no, we got to buy this, we got to buy that. She would always, no, you can't have this. I remember as a kid wanting the little bags of chips that my friends would have in their lunches. And here I am with the little not even a Ziploc, the sandwich bags that folded over with chips in it. Mom, I want the cheese. I want the little bag. No, those are more expensive. I'm not buying those. We can't afford those. And
better value with the big one.
Yes. And we never had. Once in a great while, we would have like canned soda, but we always had the 2-liter bottles. Always generic name brand stuff. But
you wanted the good cereal with the toys, and you had to get the store brand.
The ones that came in a bag. And it was some things, I remember as a kid that my mom really, they always say, oh, we were really poor as a kid, but I never knew it. We kind of knew we weren't poor, but we were like on a budget is what I remember as a kid. We weren't like we didn't go without. We always had food in the house. We had a roof over our head. We had clothes on our back, but we didn't have any of those extra things. Once my mom and dad like moved in together and stuff, then that was my dad was always like, oh, we had Atari, we had this, we had that. He was Mr. Swap Meet and would buy us, all kinds of toys and this and that. And then that's when we started, once the 2-income family started, then that's when like we were like, oh, look, we have this and we have that, and we were so like excited. But as a single mom, it's like
it's tough.
It's tough, especially two kids, and at one time she was working and going to school, and it was, my mom was a young mom. She had me when she was 18. 2 years, a year and 8 months later, she had my brother. So it was like, there was just it was just us. And, she worked her ass off, and she gave us what she could. And,
Yeah, see, I was fortunate. My mom never worked, so she was always home.
Oh,
my dad always worked.
We were what you call latchkey kids.
No, my mom was always home. And then my dad he did the swing shift, he did the night shift.
That's my dad. He worked the swing shift. He was always home. Like if we had doctor's appointments or a dentist appointment, he would come and pick us up, and we used to like, oh, he's gonna come pick us up. Okay, I'm gonna get McDonald's when I get back. So it was like, we were like all excited. But he would be the one taking us to the doctor or whatever, and then he'd have to go to work at 3. Like I think he left like at 3:30 or something, and he'd be home like at 11. So he was gone for the evening. It wasn't like graveyard. It was just the swing shift.
Yeah, that was my dad. Like I remember my dad never being home. Like when we got home after school, it was like because he would go to work at, I think it was 3 or 3:30.
Yeah.
And then when we'd come home, we'd be asleep, so we hardly ever saw him until the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then the weekends we were always at the swap meet, Santa Fe swap meet. We sold like my dad used to sell. He used to have his own little space at the swap meet. So we would get up 4:30 in the morning, and there we are at the swap meet, and my mom, sleeping in and doing what she did.
My dad did that too. He had his space at swap meet for like over 20 years, I think. And he would make that's how I make the extra money there. So that was good.
Yeah.
Now, do you have stepbrothers and sisters, Elissa?
Yeah, I have stepbrothers. I had, they're all older than me. 2 were a lot older, not a lot older, but I can't even remember. The youngest one he's only like 2 months older than me, and then the other 2, one is like I want to say maybe 9 years.
You keep
and then
in touch?
The other one is 5. I haven't. On Facebook and stuff. One lives in Oregon, in Washington, and then another one is right here in La Mirada. And then my oldest stepbrother lives. He travels. He's a truck driver, so I don't know exactly where he lives.
But haven't spoken. Truck.
Yeah, I want to say I think it's Texas or something. He lives.
Texas.
Or I guess you have to have an address somewhere.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. So, and then I have 2 half sisters. that are my dad's, because
Mhm.
my dad had a child before me. He had a daughter before me. She lives in Arizona, and then I have my other sister who lives in Florida. When my dad got remarried, he had her.
Mm. Yeah, so a lot of
So
brothers and sisters.
yeah.
In the comments, we
Yeah, I
have Elizabeth
remember-
Snow. Sorry, Eddie.
Oh.
She has a question. Where has Steve been? Want to fill her in?
Who wants to answer that? You want me to answer it?
We need to touch on this.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Steve has taken some time off. He will probably be gone, we think, about a year. He is going through some medical issues. He was diagnosed with cancer. I cannot remember the name of it.
Sarcoma or something like that.
Sarcoma, yeah. So right now he's doing well. He is going through infusion treatment, and he is going through radiation for the moment. So he is busy doing those. It's like 5 days a week, and it's over at the City of Hope. So it takes him, time to get there. He's got to be there for most of the day, and we are looking forward to him coming back when he is done with all his treatments.
Yes, we're hoping he gets well as also, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get him, Steve, in the show maybe.
Yeah.
For a quick update.
Yeah, we're hoping he'll pop in every once in a while.
I got to teach
But
him how to use his phone.
right now he needs to focus on getting well.
Yeah, I think it's, especially right now, he's just beginning, so he needs a good start, and so he's just taking the time off, focusing on his health.
Yep.
Which should be number one.
Yes.
We will, but we'll
let him know.
He might be watching right now, so
Yes.
I'm sure that's very helpful for him. Lift his spirits. I'm trying to find the best words here. Lift up his mood, pep him up or something.
Yes. Yeah, he was on here earlier making his little comments, so I'm sure he's listening.
He told him he was going to be watching, so we can't get too crazy.
He's lurking.
He's our little stalker.
Yeah, he's lurking somewhere.
He didn't mention the logo overlay, so.
Right? Eddie didn't even notice.
I just changed it right now, so.
Oh.
From a previous heart. Speaking of Steve, this would have been the story he would have. I think he would have wanted to participate in this. Have you heard of the Leaky-Cue hypothesis, Eddie?
The what?
Leaky-Cue hypothesis.
No.
So the basic is, scientists wanted to know if women give out a scent when they're fertile. Like you hear in the animal world,
they're in heat.
They're in heat. Like your female cat's in heat, and then all the males smell it and head over.
I don't think so. I don't.
So there was I guess some kind of study in Germany, and apparently not. So women do not give out a scent, and it said here the researchers reported 28 women to serve as odor donors. Participants were between ages of 20 and 30 and did not use hormonal contraception and had regular cycles. To prevent external factors from altering body odor, the donors adhered to a strict lifestyle protocol that they followed a vegetarian or vegan diet, avoided foods with strong scents such as garlic, onion, and asparagus, as well as alcohol and tobacco. So I guess they had to wear some pads down there for 12 hours to get their scent. And so the second part, and this is where Steve would have come in.
Yeah, Steve would have loved to be on this panel.
In the second part of the study, 139 men participated as odor raters. So I guess they would smell it, and then
they smell the pad and see if it smelled different.
They said that the statistical analysis showed that the men's ratings were not influenced by the women's fertility status. The men did not find the odor of the women in their fertile window to be more attractive or pleasant. So they found no
difference in our chemistry.
No difference. Yeah.
No difference.
Yeah, I don't know if the odor would be like down south, like any different.
Well,
and I think like because there are pheromones,
yeah,
that we excrete through our skin, so I would think it would be that.
No potion number 9, right?
Yeah, I think it would be like that, and well,
because they said they also like
the woman, because sometimes we tend to be more horny than when we're fertile. That I don't know because I'm not fertile anymore.
In the story, I mean, they've also done like armpits and other
other
areas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that when women are on birth control, I guess sometimes that messes with like their smell or
their pH balance.
Yeah, that's some like they tell like some guys might be attracted to you while you're on the pill, but like if you go off, things change.
Oh.
And like I said, there was to hear like they had they did not use hormonal contraception.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted
it's all natural.
All natural, but I guess as they found out, no women don't give out a scent.
Not like a cat.
Not like animals. Yeah,
Right.
Funny, I was just talking to a coworker about that yesterday. I guess she's starting to breed dogs.
Oh,
And the person she's breeding with, like, she said she yelled at her because you missed a cycle, and she's like, well, how the hell am I supposed to know?
Right.
Well, the boy dog will tell you.
Smell the dog's butt? I mean, because that's what dogs do. They smell each other's butt.
Yeah, she's like, how am I supposed to know? And she's funny. I started laughing. What am I supposed to do? She's like, look for blood or what? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I know cats, because they out here by my window, they just they're calling all the boys to the yard.
Yeah,
I'm
they're also vocal. Yeah,
come and get it.
Yeah, come and get it. I'm like, stop. And then they're because they're the boys came to the yard and they're rolling around in the yard, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these cats. And they're just the feral cats in my neighborhood, so it's not like it's anybody's cats.
You got to do some. You got to do some TNR there.
I spray them. I've been spraying them, to get up, because they sit right by my window, and at night, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then 2 years in a row, they've had kittens on the side of the house, so it's like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is not your home. Me, I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat person. I'm like, get out. The kittens, those are a little cute. They're cute.
But they'll grow up and then they have their own kittens.
And like my kids wanted a cat when they were growing up and stuff. I'm like, I don't like cats. I don't like cats. And they're like, what can we have? What kit? I go, we can get a kitten. I go, but once it's a cat, I'm killing it, or we're getting rid of it, because I'm not.
Man, this is cold.
I am. I'm like, no. And then as I get older, I'm like, maybe I want a cat.
I have a cat. He's really mellow though.
Well, I don't know. You never had a cat. You never gave in to your kids. Because there's always that thing. You're the one who fights it the most, or the one who falls in love the most.
Yes.
Eddie, you remember when Steve was first going to get Nova, right? And he was like, "This is Kenny's dog, and I don't want anything to do with it." And now it's all pictures.
It's all Steve's dog.
Steve's cooking steaks for her.
Yep.
It's like it's always with animals, always the one that fights it the most.
I used to have a girlfriend who she loved cats, and I remember like going over to her house and she was, oh, my cat's motor's running out. What the hell are you talking about? She's like, he's purring. That was like a motor.
The motor.
The motor.
And the cats hated Eddie.
My friend has a cat, and she's like, I can't. Like, she says the cat's mean. The cat, like, I'm all, oh no, hell no. And it's a female, so she's trying to she's like, it's always in heat, and I don't know why. She's had it since it was a kitten. I'm trying to
There
think
you
how
go.
long she's had it.
You got to go
David
spay
just
her. I
answered
mean,
the question.
Well, she needs to have a litter first. She has to have a litter, and then you can spade them.
no, I don't believe so. Yeah, I think
They
You can spay 'em.
they're added.
I mean, I
guess
know.
if you
Or-
want them to be calm,
No.
they need to at least have one litter. Supposedly, I don't know. My boss is like all about cats. She has like 8 cats. I'm like, oh no.
David, I think has some
Yeah,
advice for
David
your.
just
your
answered the
friend.
question, huh? How to
Well, what's that?
Oh.
When female dogs are in heat, their private areas swell up and get a little blood. So whatever male dog is around picks up on the smell and an area becomes horny.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah,
That's how you get
Ooh.
mutts, huh?
who was doing the dog breeding? Eddie's friend? Or
Yeah.
One of my
Eddie's-
coworkers.
Oh, coworker.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just
Well, there you go.
starting.
just watch the male. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
She's just
Yeah,
starting.
look for the swollen parts.
I don't know if she has the male or the female. But
Well, if they
think
missed the cycle, I'm guessing she has the female.
yeah,
Just just like people, I think the males are ready to go all the time.
how many times can dogs get pregnant in a year? Twice? 3?
I don't even know how long they're pregnant for,
Not
I don't know
long,
either.
maybe.
and they only have
They
like
have-
what 3 or 4.
Oh
Well, it
no,
depends
I
on
mean,
the dog.
It depends.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
cousin bred as German Shepherd, and she had 12 puppies.
Oh, good lord.
12.
Oh,
Wow. That's what I have right now. I have a German Shepherd.
I don't have any
Wow.
animals.
Good lord. And she says that she's hoping to sell them for like $2,500 a piece. Imagine
Wow.
4, that's $10,000.
According to Google, a dog
what
can get
people
pregnant twice a year. There's 2
Twice a year?
cycles a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
But veterinarians recommend breeding just once a year for the health of the dog.
Really? Not a puppy mill?
Yeah. Don't tell your friend to run a puppy mill. Not good.
Would you pay $2,500 for a dog?
Nope.
I don't think I would either.
Get yourself a mutt.
No.
No, I
I
am.
think I paid for the dog that I had. I want to say maybe I paid $300 for him, and even that I was like, I have never paid for a dog in my life. But
Yeah, all our dogs are like from people that you go, oh, I have a dog. Anyone next to a dog?
Yeah.
I'll
anybody
take it."
want a dog? Yeah, free
Mhm.
dog. My dad used to adopt him. He would go, I don't know if I've ever told the story. He would adopt a dog. He would go to the swap meet and we always had different animals. I mean, we've had pot-bellied pigs, we've had chinchillas, we've had an iguana, we've had parrots, we've had, cockatoos, we had a minor bird, we had so many animals that
It was
one
Noah's
day, that one day, my mom got a call from the dog pound, and they were asking for my dad, and she's like, well, yeah, that's my husband, da 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 da. And he's like, well, we have your dog here. And she's like, my dog? She looked out, she goes, wait a minute. She looked outside, and we had a dog already at that time. She goes, no, my dog's sitting right here in my backyard. And he goes, no, we have a Chihuahua here.
The one on the waiting list.
Registered, one registered to my dad, And she goes, oh, you know what? It could possibly be our dog. And I just don't know yet. The story was he had adopted it at the swap meet, brought it home, and had it in the house, and the door was left open or something, and he ran away. He ran. So my dad was like, oh, well, there goes that dog. I just lost the dog, so he never told my mom. So then, of course, like the next day or 2 days later, whatever, the dog pound calls my mom, and she's like, well, I could possibly have a dog, and I just don't know it. You don't know my husband. And sure enough, he's like, oh, well, that's what happened. So I just figured, the dog left and didn't think it was gonna, be found or whatever. So I didn't tell you. It was like, my mom was like, oh my gosh. So long story short, we ended up having that dog for like 15 years, long after my dad passed away. We still had that dog until until the dog passed away. Chico. His name was Chico, the full-size Chihuahua.
David has a story. He says, I had an old friend from a couple years ago who was a straight cat person. She would see a cat off the street and pick them up, and like every month. She started off with one cat, ended up with 4 who were all females and would fight each other.
Ugh.
She then named them after Lion King characters.
That's funny because my boss has a couple cats that are Lion King characters. She has one Zazu, and I think she has Simba.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny!
That movie made a lot of cat parents kind of lazy. You got the boy and the girl. I got Simba and Nala here.
Yeah.
My cat's name is Tigger.
Aww.
He looks like a little tiger. He's got the stripes. Yeah.
Is he orange at least?
Yeah, he is.
Is he orange?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's orange. Cool little cat. That was given to us too. Actually, we had mice, and we got the cat
for that.
And then, yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did.
I remember we had a mouse here, and we only had, it was like one. And I can't stand mice. We put traps everywhere to where even I told my cousin, I'm gonna borrow your cat because we're not catching this mouse. We ended up catching it. It was like a little one. I was like, thank God. But we didn't get the cat. We didn't borrow the cat. I was like, I'm gonna borrow your cat one of these days. Yeah. Cats and snakes. Cats and snakes are good for getting mice.
Oh yeah, snakes too. No, I couldn't have a snake though.
Well, if there's a rat in Eddie's house, we'll use a few snakes.
Well, we had them when I lived at the condo, because there was 8 units together, and we had a rat problem actually, to where I was like, oh my God, I was so obsessed with catching them because they were coming in my house, and I was like, how are they coming in? Every hole I had, everything. I didn't have any food. I didn't have nothing, but I was catching them because I had traps everywhere. Well, come to find out, I guess they had a problem with rats before because I guess of the trees and stuff around the building. Somebody had put a snake inside the walls. So there was a snake living in the walls that I didn't know, and it was eating all the rats. So we didn't have a rat problem until until the snake came out. I guess it's poked its head out of, don't ask me how these people had a hole in their wall or whatever, and was trying to get like a hamster or something that they had. And they ended up calling like animal control, and they took the
snake and then the
out,
rats.
And then the rats came, and that's when we had a problem. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a snake and just let it go in my house, because snakes don't scare me, they don't bother me. But I was like, I'm gonna buy a snake and just let it roam around in my house, because I just oh
no, I'm terrified of snakes.
But I didn't.
I'm terrified of snakes.
I ended up finding the entryway where they were coming in. It was crazy. Like your cabinets on the bottom of your cabinets have like that baseboard on the bottom. Yeah. They had chewed a hole.
Right. That's what they chewed.
Yeah, they chewed a hole through the baseboard between the dishwasher and the cabinet, and were coming in through there. To where I had I have cameras in my house. I had put a camera in the kitchen because I swear I'd seen the hole. I found the hole because I looked everywhere in my house, believe me, and I saw the hole. So then I put a camera right there, and I'm like, I'm going to see if they're coming out. First, I thought they were coming through under the sink, like they were pushing the door from under the sink, because I had some pipes. I had a leak, and I had to have the pipe repaired. And plumbers don't put the drywall back; they leave it. So
they half-ass it.
Yeah, and so there was a hole there. So I was like, maybe they're coming through there, and they're pushing the door. The door of the cabinet underneath to get out. So I put a camera there to see where they were coming from. Sure enough, the camera caught them on the coming out of that little hole. I'm like, oh, and it was just like one, just. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then there I am. I pull my dishwasher out and I put all this chicken wire and steel wool and everything inside there so that they wouldn't come and blocked off everything.
They just make another hole.
Yeah. I just
I
bought a 2x4.
Those traps that electrocute them.
Yep. I have that. I bought that too. Believe me, I bought everything. I bought the glue sticks. I bought the actual rat traps, the big ones. Boom.
Elissa bought a shotgun and just waited.
I pretty much. And at night I would hear, like, you could hear them in the walls. I'm like, oh, like I wasn't sleeping. I was like losing sleep.
Yeah.
It was.
They're chewing. I had 2 Christmas mornings. I woke up to back years, a different rat, trying to chew into my apartment and actually getting through.
Oh.
And it's like,
they're awful. I just,
And they don't know. You make. I would pound like the cabinets and stuff, and then 5 minutes, not less than 5 minutes, like 2 minutes later, it's back trying to get in. It's like,
yeah.
You would think, there's some kind of monster. Better run away. Nope.
I would do that too. I could hear it, like I'd be asleep and I could hear it in the wall, like by where my bed was, and I would pound the wall, thinking it would like go away. Nope. You could hear it gnawing like on the 2x4s in the wall. I'm like, oh, it's just so gross.
Well, I lived in a rat infested house one time. I guess I don't know where they came from, but the neighbor was kind of like a pack rat, like those dirty backyards, like a bunch of junk.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where they were all hiding. They would come into the house, and it was, I'd be getting dressed for school, and I open up the drawer where my socks are, and I just see one run away. It's the story I always tell people. One time I was laying in bed on my stomach, down, and I felt something hit me right here in the back.
Oh God!
And run down my back.
Oh. And
I just stayed still for like 5 minutes. I wanted to make sure it left.
Oh God.
That's happened to me. That same thing. I was asleep in my bed, and I swear, like it ran across my headboard.
Yeah.
I could hear it because I'm a light sleeper, so I can kind of, for the most part. And I heard it, and I was like, oh. So then, of course, I was up the rest of the night, like, where is this guy? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh! Ugh.
The thing was, we would poison them. So every once in a while, also in like the sock drawer, one drawer, like you open it up, and there'd be one mouse like breathing, like laboring.
Oh.
Actually, one that was here, the first one that was here in my apartment, I think I poisoned them too. Like I got the poison, and he got underneath my dishwasher, and then one morning I'm waking up and I'm hearing him scream. Like,
scream.
Like,
he's dying.
He's dying. And he's like, oh man, shut up, man! You're gonna wake up the neighbors.
See, that's the one thing I didn't do was the poison, because I was always afraid that they would go and die, and then that smell.
Yeah. And that's what happened with mine. He got underneath the dishwasher, and like the next day you just smell how to. I just played dumb. I hope my manager's not watching, but this was like 15 years ago. I just played dumb. Man, there's like a weird smell coming from my apartment, from my kitchen. So I have a picture somewhere. They pulled out the dishwasher, and there he was lying with like a big old rat.
That was like me. We caught one. I think we caught it was a male, because you could see the balls.
Yeah. And
he was pretty big. I mean, I think with the tail, he was like 13 inches long.
Wow.
The only thing about rats, they're not going to be aggressive. I think they're going to get away from you. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, they just want to stay in the area.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I remember one time my dad caught one, and I think it wasn't dead yet. And he took it and pounded it on the ground like.
That's my mother-in-law. She used to get it like a broom and smack them. I'm all, ooh. But yeah, they're gross. All the little critters.
My mom's cats are outdoor cats. Every once in a while, they'll catch a rat out on the perimeter
and bring it to the house.
Bring it to the yard.
Yeah.
Remember one time the girl cat, the one that the neighbors had to leave when they moved. They couldn't take it with her, so she was adopted.
Uh-huh.
I see her. She's like chewing on something. I'm all, what are you chewing at? And it's like kind of dark at night. And then I look up, it's a rat head.
Ugh.
Like, but yeah, cats. Like, I don't know. I think my mom believes that the rats will smell the cats and they'll stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one way to get rid of a rat in your house. Get yourself a cat.
Yeah.
My brother has an orange tree in his backyard, and that's what the rats would go and eat the oranges. And then one time he told me I was out there at 2:00 in the morning with the BB gun, just plucking them off.
It's crazy. And how much they like multiply? They just
Mm-hmm.
They're not dogs. Okay, they can have more than two.
Right.
Carry diseases.
Yep.
They carry
David says,
diseases.
I guess David's side of the story kind of like mine. Says that happened to me. When I was in Fontana, I was laying on my back and something dropped on my eye and jumped off.
Ugh.
I looked up. It was a freaking rat. And I guess he spent the whole day trying to find it, and he finally caught it.
Ugh.
Staring him in the eye.
Yeah.
Just stare down.
The
Eddie,
only
do you have
mouse I
any?
like,
Oh,
the only mouse
speaking
I
of
like
mice.
is Mickey Mouse.
So Eddie, do you have any frenemies other than the rats and the snakes?
I don't think so. Not that
No?
I know of anyway. I don't think so.
No friend/enemy?
I think there's people that don't like me at work, but I don't consider them friends, or I could care less what they think of me at work. As long as they do their job. So,
How about you,
Yeah.
Elissa? Any frenemies?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah.
I'm trying
would
to think,
anybody-
like, even when I was younger. I mean, why would you be a friend? I mean, like they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
mhm.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't understand the whole thing of a frenemy. I guess this isn't like you can't do that one-on-one. I think this has to be like a group, like you're a
Yeah.
group of friends, and there's one that you don't trust, or
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
I don't know if it would be
mean-
called an enemy. I would just say it's just it's not really a friend. It's more of an acquaintance because you're in my group of friends.
Mhm.
I mean, at best, it's like Eddie said, the co-worker. You have to go
Mhm.
and deal with them, but you don't trust them and they don't like you or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because you tell them what to do, and they think that you're bad or whatever. I don't care
Yeah.
what they think.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be your friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe like in
My
high
own-
school or when I was younger, but I can't. And honestly, I can't even think. It's
Yeah, because it would have to be something that you almost like in high school. You see the same people every day, so
Mhm.
you might end up having to pretend to like somebody,
Yeah.
even though you don't. As
Yeah,
adults, I don't know why you would have a friend that you don't like. Like I said, unless it's
Yeah.
part of a group, you're
Right.
there's
Yeah, in high school it was
there's a
more
group
like
friend.
if you were friends with like a couple, say,
You gotta repeat yourself, Eddie.
They
Oh,
got in an
yeah.
argument,
What did you
"Oh,
say?
don't-"
You broke out
I
a
said
little
in
bit.
high school it was more like you'd say you had a couple of mutual friends and they got in an argument or something. They would say, "Oh, don't talk to him because I'm mad at him."
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him.
Right.
How about
Yeah.
you guys? When you had you had the friend who goes, it's either that person or me.
Oh.
I was always like, I'm gonna pick the other person.
Yeah.
Kind
They're
of
not giving me. They're not giving me an ultimatum. They're not
Kinda
making
like
me choose.
when Alyssa was saying about if you're thinking about two people for a relationship, pick the
Yeah.
second.
Mhm.
It's pick the other person. They're not making me choose.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Now I don't. If I don't like somebody, I don't like somebody, and they know. I mean, it's a clear example is my sister-in-law's sister. I cannot stand her, and she comes to parties and she's there, and I say hi to everybody but her. I don't say a word to her. I don't talk to her. And she
Not
knows
even
I don't
a-
like her.
Not even a courtesy hi.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. I will say hi to everybody but her. She
And,
was there at Super Bowl and didn't talk to her at all.
And I'm sure she feels the same way about you.
No, she actually talked to me. It was funny because sitting there with my plate, and I'm like, where's the nap? I was just saying like out loud, where's the napkins? And she's like, oh, they're right there. Oh. I didn't say thank you. I didn't say nothing. I just grabbed the napkin.
I'm surprised you did that. You're like, you know what? I'll just wipe it with my hand.
Yeah. You know. But no.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't like you, you know I don't like you.
I don't think I have any friends. At least not to my knowledge. Anyway.
Yeah. Me either.
That's good. You don't need the drama.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need the drama. Yeah, it's like at work. Like once I leave work, I forget about everybody here. So,
Eddie doesn't even know when he has to go back.
yeah.
Well, he's off tonight, so he knows okay.
I don't have to go tonight, so.
All right. Wrap it up.
Alrighty. I will not be here next week, guys.
Yeah, I think we'll be taking next week off, Eddie. So, feel free to get stuck in traffic all you want.
Actually, I haven't even checked my schedule for I don't know what days I'm working. What days I'm on.
Oh. Yeah.
And
I do need an.
Or you can't do it on your phone anymore, apparently.
What?
I don't know if you ever used the app, Eddie. That was so nice. Unless on our work, they had an app. They changed the whole payroll system, so we had an app, and you can see your schedule. You can see on Wednesday what you're going to get paid on Friday. It was nice, then all of a sudden, they
I never downloaded.
They got rid of it.
Yeah.
I never downloaded that stupid app. So nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'll just look at the schedule that's posted.
All right. Let's get out of here. So we'll be back on the 26th, right, Elissa?
Is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the 26th.
Yeah. Well, 19th and 26th. So we'll see you all.
We will see you then.
Weeks. All right.
Happy Valentine's Day, those who choose to celebrate it. For me, I believe Valentine's is 365 days a year.
Every day, right?
Every day.
It shouldn't be just one day.
Not Eddie.
Not Eddie.
It shouldn't be just one day.
You get one day and that's it.
Eddie's asking to work the whole day, so he has to deal with this girl.
No, I'm a romantic.
Yeah, I have to work.
I'm a romantic. Every day is Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Yeah, not for Steve though. All right.
All right.
See you guys in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Metal to me. Ted, Eric, John, and Ralph.